Bible says watch as well as pray. But the topic of the message is the reality of maturing in order uh, versus being immature in confusion. You know, it's amazing. Growing up, uh, I'm not the type of person that want to start an argument. Me, I'm the person that wants to joke around all the time. Um, I'm not. But I can be argumentative. You know, about something. Based upon football or whatever. But when it comes to like things like what's right, what's wrong, um, I don't get in those really arguments. I just say this, and if you don't want to believe that, oh well then, kind of person. But the thing is, but one thing I about when I grew up, I love order. I found out when when you grow up and you look back over your life and you see all people that are com- put it a chaotic. They love chaotic. Like my family on my mother's side, it's a very chaotic family. They don't mind arguing, fussing, and fighting. Not well. it's they're argumentative people. It's just. But me, I'm a kind of person. I love order. I stay away for people that that are just want to start chaos. Pretty much, the kind of person I am. But it's funny looking at this topic and looking at my life. I just want to talk about. But let me get to the message. But mature. See, the thing is, here's the thing. God taught me about like it says, God has not given us the spirit of fear, but of love, power, and of a sound mind. Sound. The word sound means to like an ideal of an engine. Anybody know an engine? You see those pistons operate in harmony. It's like a harmony. Yeah, it's like harmony. And everything is working and fluctuating the way all togetherness. It has a harmony flow. Like things that operate in, like I said, harmony. And the thing is, it says peace and harmony. You know what I'm saying? The thing is, a person that desires peace, is a person that desires order. You know what I'm saying? And order, like I was talking about yesterday, is about, everything that is followed by instructions. As well, that everything is created in order. That time is created in order. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Everything is created in order. And the thing is, now an idea that comes against that, everything's created in order, you know what I'm saying, is supposed to be something that we're not supposed to be about if we want things to work. More likely, the example of the car, and the engine, everything's working. If something break down and go, break down, the car's not functioning. The car's not functioning and fulfilling its purpose concerning that it was created for, to be transportation, to make us go where we need to go. See, you can't go where you need to go when something is broke down. And the idea, and if it's broke down, it's going nowhere. And what people don't realize that this world system is doing to a lot of people, because we are allowing this world system to believing the influence of this negative world system, that we are born and we can do things, we can accomplish things, we can do something. But if there's a system that is telling us to do contrary of that, and we follow that, and all of a sudden things are dysfunctioning inside of us, and we're not finding ourselves fulfilling the purpose that we were created for, which is supposed to be Genesis 1:26, made in the image and the likeness of God, that we're created for God to be inside of us. But if we're not about God's influence, his righteousness, that is all about order, we're going to find ourselves in disorder. You know what I'm saying? Disorder that comes into confusion. You know what I'm saying? Is, people think it's just, order to confusion. No, it's when it's order, then it's disorder, or something that disagrees with the order. You know what I'm saying? I hope I make sense. A system that disagrees with what's already has established, in the world, is people believing the influence of that is where the problem starts. You know what I'm saying? And, and unfortunately, people in darkness are comfortable in this state based upon their immature mind. That, maturity means inner growth. You know what I'm saying? There's the outer growth of our body. Our body will grow, and there's the inner growth. And the thing is, the inner growth is the very important part of our, if we're going to truly grow. You know what I'm saying? Outer growth is just, nature, but our inner growth, if we're going to grow in wisdom, or we are going to stay immature in foolishness, is what the person that desires to become. That we need to understand when we see, the thing is, I tell people, I run into people, laundromat, and I try to let reality speak for itself. You know what I'm saying? We know everything grows. Everything is created and function to grow, to that is concerning plants, concerning animals, concerning a life. Life is about growing. You know what I'm saying? And if we start to think that, we're not supposed to grow or at something that is important, like within inside ourselves, then that's when our problem is going to start concerning, that's going to lead us to foolishness, pretty much, that think that you're not supposed to mature inside how you see things and how you hear things, that you're going to get information to you concerning television, radio, internet, your environment is going to feed you information. It's going to come. And you need to understand that you are created for a position of maturity. You know what I'm saying? Everybody is supposed to mature. I know a lot of people, you run across people that act immature, and that unfortunately shows the influence that people are believing keeps people in a state of immaturity. You know what I'm saying? It's not so much the person, it's of what the person believes of information that this world system tells us. Like, when it comes to love, the world system got this, lust disguised as love. Ideal mindset that people are believing, and you try to get in a relationship with someone, whether it's friendship, whether it's being a boyfriend and girlfriend, whether it's being a husband and wife, you try to get in this relationship, and this person does not understand what love is. They don't understand that you're supposed to care for the other person. You know what I'm saying? They think the other person is just supposed to care for them, and the other person don't have to care about the other person. So many crazy stuff that happens in relationships, unfortunately, because of the immature influence and examples you see on television and radio that people believe. They believe the idea that, I can have somebody with me and really don't have to do anything to really try to keep them with me or try to help them, or, all kind of craziness. But that's another message. But the thing is, and that leads to confusion. The confusion part is, and it's what I find out about confusion, that it's a slight idea, for certain people. Like, people are confused, like, I love you. You're saying that you love somebody, but you're not showing them love. You know what I'm saying? It's that slight little thing. You would think, like, something's wrong with people. It's like, look, I'm loving you, but you're not loving me. It's like, well, I love you, and they say, I'm loving you with all my heart. You know what I'm saying? They saying it, but they don't believe that they're supposed to show it. You know what I'm saying? And it's like that kind of example, one of the examples of immaturity that people unfortunately suffer, and they're confused. So they like wondering why things ain't working out in their life, wondering why they cannot get in good relationships with people, wondering why they can't get along with people. You know what I'm saying? And it all, every sin pretty much all comes to selfishness. You'll find out it's just selfish of what I want things to be like. You know what I'm saying? The way I want to see things and how I want to do what I want to do, pretty much. Leads to confusion. And unfortunately, a lot of people confused about why I can't, get along with people, why people don't like me, why I don't like other people. You know what I'm saying? But when you mature in order and find out that, like what David found out, that I was born in sin, shaped in iniquity in my mother's womb, that sin was already inside me. The elements that will have me doing something wrong towards somebody was already in me. When you come to that honest viewpoint, that is a sign of true maturity, that you're now willing to follow instructions, you follow orders. God tells you to do something. You follow those orders in order to be mature and make better decisions in your life. Is supposed to be the mature sequence that those that truly seek maturity will follow. But if they don't care, about relationships they were with, and they're in this and all kind of horrible relationships that is in confusion, you always arguing all the time. That's one thing about you find out a person, immature person. They argue a lot. You know what I'm saying? They find a way of arguing instead of discussing things. You know what I'm saying? People that mature, they learn to discuss reason out a situation to try to get understanding from both people to reason with each other. That is a order. You know what I'm saying? But people that wants to argue and wants this person believe what they said and another person wants to do and clash each other, that person is in confusion. Because the thing is, when you think that you're not supposed to get along with somebody, that will, and you think but I need people in my life. You know what I'm saying? I need people in my life, but I can't get along with them. What's going on? You know what I'm saying? That person is in confusion. And that's unfortunate. A lot of people that are confused right now of how they're supposed to go about in relationships with other people, that is keeping this world in a bitter condition. And people are, of course, find themselves not liking people to the point that they hate people, unfortunately. But we're supposed to learn to love, and love is supposed to help us to mature in order, as what it says, love beareth all things, believeth all things, endure all things, if it's God's love. But, they got all kind of crazy ideas of love. Unfortunately, religious people do. All right, that's the message. I hope you understand that we must mature in order to truly fulfill our purpose and not stay immature in confusion, pretty much conflict and chaos that people desires in their life when you think that you're supposed to be in confusion. All right, that's the message. God be glory to him forever and ever in Jesus' name. Amen.